Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I was gonna do just a regular video, but I said fuck it. Chuck it in the bucket. Let's go live. So I want to work with the mushroom deck and my trees. So where's my mushrooms? Oh, I like that duck. I haven't played with that one in a while. I'm gonna have to bust out some different decks. Bust down. What is it, Tatiana? Here you are. Okay. Hi guys. Look at you guys, bright and early. I've been up since 5:30. More like 5:15. I just was like, is there any fucking point in going back to sleep at this point? I'll just wake up freaking exhausted. So I made the choice to stay awake. What it is, what's up? Every good girl needs a little dog. Every black boy needs a little love. I was like, with here, I gotta like figure out what channel, what station, I should say, to put it on when I get home from work, because it's the first one that comes on every morning, and I'm pretty much singing to you guys. So you can tell I listen to a lot of, well, Boston stations, obviously, because closer to home, but all right, let me take my medicine, went to the bathroom. Let me just choke on my medicine. Let me choke on my morning medicine. Whatever. Oh, I did that again. Whatever. I don't even like saying that. Whatever. All right. Good. Hold on. squeaky fucking doors, huh? Squeaky fucking doors. All right, Maximus. Time to... Oh, okay. You did it all by yourself. Appreciate that. All right. Good morning. You know what I don't like? My charge is not working for the phone. Not good. Not for the phone, for the computer. Fuck. I don't know. I had a backup one. Yeah, that's not good. I can't imagine it's just that one little outlet. I can't even fucking get it in that one. Alright, yeah, see? It's not unrealistic here. It's the fucking charger. Wonderful. Oh, I was like, oh, I gave it to Mia. Psych. I found it. Thank goodness. All right. Let's switch them out. Let's do a little switcheroony. Yay. All right, this fucker shit the bed. All right. 10 years later. Fucking SpongeBob. Come on. Fuck. Hello, everybody. So, I think this 24 hours, even though I just did the next 48, is going to stick because I keep getting shown like different ways of doing it. So just bear with me until we figure this out. I'd love to say the next 24, right? But realistically, it's either going to resonate or it's not. And everything is energy, give or take a day or two. It really just depends on your alignment with the stars, really. So I guess we're just going to leave it at that. Feels like we're just going to leave it at that. Oh, you guys. I'm like, you guys want to watch my Snapchat? I'm going to fucking play it anyway, right? Caden, he's so funny. He's so funny. So. It was so pretty yesterday. I was going to surprise you. What is this, like a Walmart celebrate? You guys do that? Hey, it smells so good in here. Hi, you know? Aww. Who's it for me? Zozo. Zozo's getting so big. Hi, Zozo. Hi, Zozo. Lucy, Mama miss you. Lucy. Lonnie made a dinner. It was unique, to say the least. Oh, you ladies do me a favor.
Don't make your knees over here.
Is that a challenge?
Don't hurt yourself. It's really hard. You think you can do it?
Like without bending your knees, it's hard. Alright, ready? Jump without bending your knees. There's no way you just did that. That easily? Good, try again.
Shouldn't get far.
Well,
I'm not going anywhere.
that was way better than mine.
What was mine like?
I don't know. Pull your pants up. We got pull your pants up. Let's do the knees. Alright, that's better.
I'm not going anywhere.
So listen to Caden's voicemail. He's like, Ma, can you get me chicken? I'm like, no, Grandpa made dinner.
I broke that meatloaf I was just handed. Not handed. I don't know if it's not this time. I go up and I grab a slice of meatloaf and I'll take a nibble. I take a nibble of my fork. I take a good sized chunk of that thing out and I gotta say, I wouldn't feed that to the dog. That was an abomination of a meal.
He's so dramatic.
Not happy.
Oh, I just skipped through. Hold on. Back. Good.
Not happy.
There we go. I still got them. Taco nachos.
This is what I gave him for dinner.
All right. Here we go. Here we go. Look at how wonderful it is. What? Why? Why?
Can you know I'm recording? Okay, can you just tell me what you think of your taco nachos that your mom made? Then I'm going to show everybody a Skylander blanket. Oh, look. It's good to do. Look at Mia, the closet that fell apart.
Holding on to little Game Boys.
Oh, she's like me. She's the collector.
Maybe she can have more room.
Look at the meatloaf. Oh. Yesterday was never ending. There was so much energy. I mean, it was great. I think I fell asleep. Actually, I think I fell asleep a little late. Like 10:30, 11. And then up at 5:15. It was quite the day. It didn't stop. I'm getting distracted. Crows, cows, crows, ravens, you guys, birds, feathers. As I was falling asleep last night. Oh, now I remember what kept me up. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. 1919. I was attempting to meditate. I borrowed a pair of my sister's headphones because I still don't know what I want. And I forgot she had, I want to say, I could be wrong. All right, they're Bose. I wasn't positive. So I still want to go to like Best Buy or something and try headphones on. These ones are comfy though. Like they are nice and soft and comfy. But they're supposed to be noise canceling. She only uses them on the plane. So I could probably pretty much keep them if I wanted to. I'll pay her for them. I don't know. I still want to go and try on. Why is this a conversation? Oh yeah, because I was talking about it. Headphones. And we were talking about headphones. You guys were telling me like skull candy, that type of stuff. So these aren't bad. But I want them to fit differently around my ear. So I'm going to just go and try them on. So I wouldn't say I was meditating. I was listening to binaural beats, making commands to the universe, which I don't typically do. Like I'll talk, but I was like, you know how like we're supposed to command like our crystals and stuff? I have a hard time commanding, like in the sense of like, you know how it's like, I command you to, you know, guide me to do this. I command you to activate yada yada. Like I don't know. It's just I don't like to command like that. It like to spirit in a sense. I don't know how to explain it. But I was just like commanding away last night. I was like on a fucking rampage. I was like, I command that. Like I was just like, okay, Courtney, all right. And then my mind was kind of like wandering. I was like, all right, well, you know, I don't think you'll be able to meditate tonight. Like, my mind was all over the place. So I placed myself somewhere, right? And just kind of was focusing on the breathing, which, you know, still gives me anxiety. So I don't meditate like the normal person. And I found myself, it was all about birds. This is what I'm getting at, because you guys are talking about birds. It was wings everywhere. I was just looking at like wings. I was soaring. I was thinking about Cleopatra. I was thinking about her throne, right? And I sat in her throne. So, and then I looked over and it's like whoever, you know, the Pharaoh's throne. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even ask to like sit in your throne. Like, this is real life. This is what's going on in my head. I'm like, I didn't even ask to like sit on your throne. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know. And then I was like, I got up and they're like, sit down. And I got up and I'm like, I'll just take another chair. Like, we'll put another throne right next to the other two thrones, right? But this throne was a little throne. And then I was like, I can't sit on a little throne. It almost reminded me of the story when we grew up. Remember, like, there was a little girl who sat on chairs and one chair would break. The other one was too big. The other one was too small. I don't remember what the story was, but that's what it pulled me to. And it needed to be like the same size throne. And eventually I was like, fuck this. I went back and sat in Cleopatra's throne. And it was like all gold and it had the wings, the feathers, the wings of the, which bird is that? I forget the name of the bird. But it had the feathers on her throne, which is what like I was seeing. And I was literally like, Goldilocks and okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like how it played out. But I was like, you don't deserve to sit in a little chair. Like everybody deserves to sit in a throne. Like, so it's, you know, it was quite the experience I was having. And then finally I said, fuck this, because I couldn't get the throne to grow bigger. I can't remember, but it was a smaller throne, which makes sense, right? You only get 2 fucking thrones. There's not 3 fucking pharaohs at one time. So anywho, I went and sat back in her chair. And all I could see was the wings. And then I remembered my dream from the night before, a few nights before, of the bat wings. So birds are definitely significant. So it's ironic that you guys are also mentioning those. And it was funny. The same night I had the dream, it was actually the morning of the eclipse, the 15th, when I woke up. I was watching the birds from a window, not my window, different window, different city, different state. And obviously it was different birds, but it was a whole bunch of blackbirds. I don't know if they were like the little blackbirds. They weren't crows or ravens, but they like even sounded different. I was just kind of taking in the birds. But it's weird that you guys, I don't think it's weird. It's just kind of ironic you guys are talking about the birds. And then last night, like, there was just birds soaring everywhere. And I wouldn't really even say it was a meditative state. It was more, I don't know. Like, when I was going into a meditative state, I was seeing more of like geometric shapes. But it was almost like hurting my eyes. Like, my eyes were going cockeyed. So my frame of mind wasn't quite there to step into that state. Close, but not close enough. So wings are definite, and I think it's the bird too, but to me, it's the wings, guys, because everything was soaring. I didn't see the bird. It was the wings. It was the wings in my dream. Like, for me, at least, it was the wings, but I'm thinking for you guys, like, as a collective message, the odds of I just think it's the wings. Yeah, I see birds in my backyard. Yesterday, on one of my snaps, it was so fucking busy in my backyard the other day. Saturday, so busy. The chipmunks, the squirrels, the birds, the blue jays. It was so fucking busy. Busy backyard. And I actually went into the backyard to just kind of like take it in. Not meditate, but like take it in. But it was so busy. I came in and I was like telling my mom, like, I even snapped and I'm like, the backyard is so fucking busy. The chipmunks are fucking like wreaking havoc right now. Like, everybody's like, they're all harvesting, chasing the nuts and arguing over the nuts. Like, it's insane. I was like, oh my God. But I mean, it was still peaceful, but it's not the peaceful I was going outside for. It was cute. It was an experience, to say the least. So I know when we looked up wings, well, I looked up bat wings for me, but like wings in general. Spirituality, what? Spiritual meaning of wings. I'm assuming it's maybe, freedom. Wings carry a number associated with many accompanying images. Oh, I forgot about that. Christian angels, fairies, spirit. I kept saying, maybe I was in meditative state. I kept saying Christ has risen a couple times. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, with what they were showing me. Okay, anywho. Wings carry a number of associations and accompanied by the Christian angels. Winged creatures are often messengers of the gods, and they are a symbol of freedom and spirituality. Yeah, see? But Christ has risen, and they're messengers of the gods. I'm telling you, there was wings everywhere in my meditative state or whatever I was in last night. So the gods are waking up, guys. There's no question. So I don't know if it's meaning like granting eternal life, guys. I don't know. So I actually forgot about that. So there was a reason why I looked up and you guys were so deep into retrospect with these birds. So thanks. You just kind of helped me remember something as well. So see how this is reciprocated? Very much appreciated. So I'm assuming perfect. Sounds good. I hope you have a great day. Love you too. And we'll figure out which day is best. Let me know your schedule this weekend. Angela, I haven't seen her since the concert, and you guys might be reminiscing because I hit her up. She hit me up a couple weeks ago. I've just been busy. And it was on Facebook, so I screenshotted something. And I didn't know who she was with, the last person she was seeing, but then she tagged somebody on Facebook, and I was like, and I don't, know what to say. So I was just like, how's everything? Everything going smoothly? I felt something that you wrote on Facebook, just wanted to check in. How's yada yada kids work? And then she wrote back and she's like, yeah, I broke it off with yada yada. And then she mentioned somebody else's name with an emoji. I was like, oh boy. She's like, I just can't help who I love. Even though sometimes it can be a disaster. So, but people change, grow. You never know, right? So there could be, there's definitely a shift in the energy with this eclipse. There's no question. But I just heard again, Christ has risen. So I don't think it's saying like in general, Christ has risen. To me, it's more like the gods are rising, right? I don't know how, if you guys in a biblical sense are religious, if that's probably a huge deal. I don't know. I'm assuming it probably is, but like, it's almost, I think, just as significant as when I heard New World Order, right? And now that I just shared like a little experience with you, and it was all the bird wings, they're messengers from gods. Okay, so if I'm to put it together like that, for me, they're telling me there's gods that are rising again. So from which realms, which eras, ACBD, you know what I mean? Things like that. Like, I'm not quite sure. Could be some of the Egyptian gods too as well, because I ironically originally I put myself in a tomb, and I'm like, this isn't comfortable. I don't want to be in a tomb. So I took myself out of the tomb and I sat in the area, and I'm like, oh, I'm not really feeling this. And then next thing you know, I found myself in Cleopatra's throne. And I only put myself in the tomb because the last time I did that Reiki work, I crawled out of a tomb. So I guess it probably wasn't the best idea to go and put myself back in a fucking tomb. But I was just going to lay there. I know it sounds morbid. I don't know. Maybe I was in a meditative state, and I didn't think that I was because my brain was all over the place. But clearly I think I was. But more active and aware, so I could remember the messages. So I guess that makes sense. Like I said, I don't meditate like the normal person. I don't think I do anyway. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when I feel like I meditate, like it's always different. Like the way I get my messages are always different. Sometimes I'm really awake, clairvoyant. Other times I'm like half asleep and I gotta struggle to remember. Like, and then other times I'm hitting different states of, I just heard altitudes, I don't know, but different states of like meditation. Like sometimes, that full body tingle, but it's more than the full body tingle. It's almost like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's not just tingles. It's your consciousness. It's almost like leaves my body. I don't even know how to explain it. It's I don't even know how to explain it. And then I can do that. And then there's other times like how I was like in that meditative state, but I was very much awake and aware. And then like every time I thought I wasn't meditating, Ace of Wands, every time I thought I wasn't meditating, that popped out at us. That was really weird, right? Every time I thought I wasn't meditating, I focused on my breathing. And then I was like, oh, my higher self is talking to me. And then I realized it wasn't me talking. Here was another thing. I got called Elizabeth. It was me and somebody else at a table. And it was kind of demonic. Ooh, yeah, this is interesting. And I tried to go back into it and I couldn't. It was me and somebody else at a table. And the other person was sitting there. And then that spirit, which I think it was a female spirit, I'm not positive, she called me Elizabeth. Or you think Elizabeth can't hear me? But I could see and hear this person, this spirit, but the other person couldn't. So I was almost being challenged to protect somebody. And that's all. I couldn't get back into it. But this spirit, I want to say it was a female, but she called me fucking Elizabeth. And she said it fucking loud and clear in my fucking ear. But it felt like a challenge, as if I had to protect this other energy because this other energy didn't know there was an entity around them. So I don't know if that's a fucking collective message or not. Like, I know it's a collective message, but like in the sense of like, does that mean like this is what's happening to people in the world right now and I know it? And why the fuck am I sitting on my ass? But I don't think I'm sitting on my ass. But I might be sitting on my ass. I mean, we're all sitting on our ass when we're sitting, right? Figuratively. But I think it was like that type of message, like, Courtney, what the fuck are you doing? But she didn't scream Elizabeth, but she said it loud enough for me to know that she was calling me Elizabeth. And there's entities lurking, and a different type of entity too. And I just looked at that, and it's like, it almost looks like a little face with a nose. It almost is pulling me to like Despicable Me. That there's entities lurking. Look at. So that's another message, Despicable Me. Yeah, see, so I don't know what's up with this energy. I almost feel like it's all around the collective, as if like I need to protect collective energy. I don't know who Elizabeth is. I know apparently it had to have been me in a past life. She was clearly speaking to me, but she wasn't saying fucking Courtney. She wanted to make sure I knew my name was Elizabeth. So, Elizabeth who? I don't know. Unless this person that I know I was sitting with is linked to this Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is trying to get his attention. But I don't think so. But it's making me question that now. But it feels more of a collective message. Because we were just talking about like the Despicable Me and seeing that type of energy. So I don't fucking know. So I do gotta work today. So, you know, there's a lot of Elizabeths in history. wouldn't think Queen Elizabeth, but I did just get pulled to the thrones with Cleopatra, and she was kind of like a queen. So I don't know. It just could be something royal. Because I was still me, if that makes sense. So, you know how I was like, in one of the other videos, I was like, we should probably all name our higher selves. I think I'm officially going to name my higher self Elizabeth. No. I just got pulled to like Cleopatra. I think my strongest past life, was probably the Egyptian. Ancient, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting flashbacks of like, maybe not. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just a message, you know, you are a queen, you have a king, blah, 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 blah. Is it a king? Is it a queen? Okay, I don't know. Let's just do the daily. So, I do feel like the monarchy, patriarchy, breaking down. Is it? Yeah, well, I'm sure it's bound to. I know they want to switch some stuff up, especially after, Queen Elizabeth just died. Well, not just died, but there's been so many Queen Elizabeths. Yeah, I don't think that's like what the message is, but yeah. My confirmation name was Teresa. It was Teresa something, actually, because I couldn't choose. And I gave myself 2. And then I was like, you can't do that. I'm like, but I am. I was even a rebel when I was 10. I was like, but I am. So I want to say, like, when people ask me my name, I'd be like, Courtney, Teresa, something, something. And then I would give my middle name. Like, it was funny. It was funny. Oh, boy needs a little love. Hawk, the bear, and another bear, the wolf, the ram, the raven. All right, let's do this. Yeah, so I think this next 24 or 48, something's going to last with it. I don't know. I just don't know. Do I want to break it down as like yesterday, today, tomorrow? Give or take 24, 48. Do I want to stick with the next 24? So Spirit's having me work with it because nonchalantly here and there in the last, I've only been doing it for like a week. It's been staying with me as if like they're trying to tune it. I just heard fine tooth fork, fine tune pitch, but I don't know. So you got the loon. So let's do this. Yeah, I don't like the way you're talking my way. What song is that? You're talking my way. You got La Polar Bear, which is the mystic. Assertive, which came out yesterday. The dragon. Oh, I saw a dragon eye in my dream, in the meditative state. But then I didn't think it was a dragon eye. I was like, okay, so maybe it's a snake eye. And then I was like, no, it's a dragon's eye. And then I was like, well, maybe it's just like an eye in general, as in like third eye, higher dimension, higher self. But actually it was a dragon's eye. So supernatural energies, ancient wise sage, you can shapeshift as well. Mastery is your destiny, rise with dignity. Something came to me about shapeshifting too. What does a dragon's eye represent spiritually? Balance, love, power, wisdom. Combines the triangle meaning threat, which is the why, meaning of choice between good and evil. Fuck yes. But I'm saying that like that was in my meditation last night too, with the good and the bad. This is why I came live, because you know how I always say you guys help me, I help you, vice versa. We just have the capability of doing that. But now I'm trying to think like, what it was about the good and the evil, because I remember like jumping dimensions or something, which is almost like shape-shifting. I was seeing faces with like the cape, but not like a cape, but the hood that goes on the back of the cape that stands straight up like Dracula. But then I think I was seeing green. Yes, it was green. Was it blue? I told myself to remember. It was green, right? It was green. Green men. It was from like another dimension. But what was it with the good and bad? I think it was in the midst of me commanding. Because I was talking like, as in the sense like I work for both. We were just talking about this the other day, the good and the evil, with the devil and the angel on the side of the arms. Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate when you guys help me out like this. What's green? It was green in my dream. It was green everywhere. And then orange. I was healing myself with orange. The color orange. And I was like, that's weird. I don't typically go to that color. Spiritual meaning of orange. I don't know if it's really necessarily talking about the chakra. Okay, adventure, ambition, creativity, sociability. Orange is often associated with positivity. Orange spiritually affects creativity, emotional balance, sexuality, harmony, passion, freedom, intuition, expression of emotions. Yep, that's why I was rocking orange. And I don't typically heal myself with orange. Or I felt like I was being healed with orange. Warmth, happiness. It's the number 2. It's fire, water, sacral chakra. All right. I'm more interested in the dragon's eye that I saw. Dragon's eye combined with a triangle is a threat, and the why meaning is a choice. So I don't know if it wants me to make a choice. I don't think so, because I pretty much made a choice from the beginning of my spiritual path that I wasn't choosing sides. One side is given to me more than the other, but I will hands down work with both. And if that scares you guys, then you need to get more in tune with whatever you need to get in tune with, because there's nothing evil there. I mean, there could be evil there, but not in the sense of like, it's a long explanation. I know where I'm at between the two forces, how I look at it, right? So it's how you interpret it. It's how you look at it. It's your perspective on how you want to look at it overall. But there's another message here. So, and I now have a triangle in my ear, guys. And remember, this triangle message was coming through a couple weeks ago. I literally have a triangle in my ear. And I noticed it the other day, and I'm waiting for it to go away. And it hasn't gone away. I feel like Spock. Combines a triangle meaning threat and the Y. But it's well known for protection, said to protect anyone who reincarnates to it. The most potent evil eye amulet. Also, evil eye of the palm, the hand of God. That's what I wear around my neck for an evil eye. Synchronizes the power of the dragon eye, synchronizes with the spirit of things. Thus, it gives us the type of presence allowed him or her to see anyone in the past, present, possible future, as well as seeing and hearing the dead. Holy shit, that all happened to me last night. The dragon's eye can also be used for astral projection. I almost actually felt like I was doing that. Okay. So I'm going to have to go back and watch this video. Thank God you guys got so caught up with the wings. Because I kept seeing you guys talking about it. And then I was like, wanted to show you my Snapchat. But before that, it was something else. But again, if it wasn't for you guys sticking with those messages, I wouldn't have probably remembered half of this. So you guys are very much appreciated. And I see the feathers right there too. So yeah, I remember, I barely remember the light and the dark conversation I was having, but I remember being really adamant about not giving a fuck. In the sense of like, I'm working with both, and that does not make it easy for the light or the dark to work with me. It makes it a little more challenging for them. Because I think yeah, I need to keep that to myself. But in the sense of like, I don't know. I was just gonna share, and then I was like, I kind of got to keep that to myself, and not to. It's not bad. It's not a bad thing that I keep it to myself. It's just, it is what it is. Dear Lord, why don't you want to stand for me? Okay. Here we go with these cards being very particular. Once again. The Cougar, which came out yesterday. In silence, you find your power. Claim your leadership role and take action. You know where to go and what to do. You have the courage and confidence to succeed. Polar Bear, which is a mystic energy. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have the faith when you're faced with adversity. Time to rest, dream, renew your strength, embrace your psychic abilities, and carry the shaman within. Dragon, supernatural. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. You just said the Christ has risen. You can shapeshift at will. I think they're talking about not like shapeshifting, like you're a shapeshifter, like this message right now, but in the sense like whatever role you choose to play, you play it well. One day you can play this way, and it's not in the sense of like bipolar, but you can look at it that way if you feel a need to, but that's not how they're, I don't even know why I came out like that, but like you have this capability. It's like a chameleon. I just got pulled to a chameleon. You can mesh with whomever, whatever, whenever. I almost wish I could remember the dragon's eye. I just remember all I saw was the eye. Like it was in my eye. Like we looked eye to eye in the sense of we couldn't see each other's faces. Oh, and then when I tell you I have this fucking triangle that just appeared in my fucking right ear, guys, I'm not fucking kidding you. It's a little fucking creepy. It's not a bite. It's still there. It's out of fucking nowhere. It's like, and I feel my ear. It's like molded. It's like now the shape. I now have that shape in my ear. Tell me that's not fucking weird. And weeks ago, I was like, we couldn't shake this damn triangle. Third eye, whatever you want to call it, pyramid, whatever it is, right? I feel like I've been tagged. Like how you tag like a farm animal. I'm not shitting you. I feel like I've been fucking tagged. Tag, you're it. Your turn. So I'd like you guys to look at your ears later. Who else is on this tag team over here with the fucking triangles on the ear? Because it is very fucking strange to me. It's just like I know my body. Like, what the fuck? Is it a scale? What the fuck is this? I feel like I've been tagged. I've been marked. I'll take another one right now. Let's see how obvious it is. Did I do a good job? Not really. It's all fuzzy. What is that though? I can, yeah. And guys, it's your cartilage. Does your cartilage like? I don't fucking know, guys. I feel like it's almost like it's fucking weird. It's like I almost had to move everything to like see it. So I don't know if it's like, I mean, it's there. It's fucking pointy. So I don't know, guys. But it's just like something I noticed the other day. And I was like, okay, that's not my ear. But okay, it's fine. So I just got pulled to like the eye thing again. So again, we couldn't see each other's faces, but we looked eye to eye. So I almost feel like that energy is kind of challenging me too, or I'm challenging myself. I don't know. I'm getting pulled to the nose. The noses. Everybody's body, you know, changes every 7 years. So I don't know if I'm going to have a triangle on my ear for the next 7 years, but I'm almost getting on pulled like it's like an extra ear, but not an extra ear. I know it sounds fucking weird, but you see the ears like that, like the animals, right? Now I'm getting pulled to the eyes. These ones have like golden brown eyes. So I don't know. And that happened to me. I think she was like, she had the bluest bright eyes. And then it creeped us all out. One morning she woke up and they were my color green. We were like, what the fuck? Like she was like 8. It's unheard of. And the doctor's like, it doesn't really happen, but it happens. And nothing you can do about it. It's not the end of the world. But she had the brightest blue eyes like that. And then they went straight green overnight. Like it didn't even like gradually shift. Like it creeped people out a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Now she has green eyes. She was the only one born with blue eyes though. Like blue, teal blue, gorgeous blue. And then bam, 8 years old, just wakes up with my exact color eyes. There's one particular picture I always get thrown. I don't think it's in my thing. 808, that came in the other day. I don't think it's in my photos. It might be in my Snapchat photos. And this is probably like when she was like 11, but everybody, it was always I mean, everybody, it was just baffled that her eyes turned like that. But in one of these photos, she has, that's my camera roll. She has the same exact like spot lines. It was my eyes exactly. Like that's what was creepy about it, guys. Like it's almost like seeing through my eye. I don't know. I don't even want to speak things out loud, but let me see briefly if I can find it, because I feel like I don't want to find it, but I feel like Spirit wants to show you what I'm talking about. Here we go with the phone thing. I got to hold it 10 feet away because I'm getting dizzy. And it was, we both did a high bun. That's what the photo was for. And I think only like there had to have been like, there were so many comments and so many pictures of Kai here. There were so many comments, and it was supposed to, and there was a couple about the bun. I just got a picture of her holding Juji. That was her holding Juji, the snake we had. But I was more surprised everybody's comments with the eyes, as if they saw the photo, screenshotted it, and fucking blew it up just to look at the eyes so I could have that message. And it was very fucking weird, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta be getting close. I keep getting pulled to my photos with the man that sat on my chest. That's a story for a whole nother day. I'm literally giving this like one more minute. I'm getting dizzy. Apparently it's relevant. You see the guy on my chest? You see him clear as day? Look how dark my eyes are. Can you guys see him? He's kind of got like, he almost looks Viking. A little creepy, don't you think? He stuck around for a while. Like he stuck around for a while. So what the fuck? I'm getting dizzy. It actually was around the time we had Juji that our eyes changed. No, it was a little before that. Missed my Danny and Celtics games. Come on already. I don't know why this is so fucking relevant. Well, I was like, oh, I'm getting close. Thought I passed it, but I can't find it. I'm not going all the way up. I will look for that later if I have time. I will post it on YouTube because apparently it's relevant. But I mean, I will briefly look at my Facebook. I mean, I feel like I don't have fucking time for this. It's 8:15 already. Holy shit. I do not have time for this. Fuck. How do I get to my damn photos? What the fuck? This is insane. I don't know why this is so fucking relevant. It's got to be a message for you guys. I don't know how this, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I always had a thing with snakes. Look at Lonnie. I was pregnant with Mia. I wonder if you can see her eyes in this one. Oh, the green. Remember me with orange hair, red hair? I know exactly what photo it is. I just don't. I'm giving it 30 seconds. Had enough. Here it is. So, can't see the eyes. You can't see the eyes as well. I don't know why. Doesn't even look like her, right? But like, so it must be a different photo. No, it was that photo. I wonder if I uploaded. Or maybe that's when people, I think, noticed her eyes turned green. She was probably, what date was that? 2015. She was born in 04. So, yeah, like 22 comments. It was the eyes. And she looks just like you. And no, she doesn't. It's the eyes. It's the bun. Like, people were like shocked. Twins. It's like, no, I don't see it. But it was definitely the eyes. So she was 10 there. Yeah, see, I'm getting pulled to something too with this photo. Okay. All right. Is that my boss? Do not ask me to come in early. Good morning, Sai. I was driving and missed this. I'm stopping by at some point this afternoon. I can call before that if you want. Absolutely no worries. And we can just talk when you get there. So, what was it about? We got this email yesterday at work. No coffee, no drinks, no phone being out. If you can't follow the rules, you're getting fired. Like, it was just like, it was insane. We got to wear coats, white coats when we draw, blue coats when we go back into the lab, which is almost impossible for us to do because we're going back and forth and running a test. So it was like very straight to the point, but very unrealistic at the same time. The heat is kicking on. It stinks. All right. Apparently, I'm going to have to come back to this reading later. I think the main message is just us talking. But let's get one card of these, and I'll probably just come on later when I get home from work. We'll figure it out. 10 of Cups, Ace of Pence. Like, I actually want to shut the heat off. Like, I'm getting wicked fucking hot. It doesn't make any sense. Like, I feel like I turned the heat on like 3 days ago to take the chill out. Tell me about this cougar. In silence, you find your power. Claim your leadership role. Take action. Then pull the eyes again. So maybe your eyes are changing, guys. We have the Ace of Wands. I feel like I'm choking on the fucking heat right now. Tell me about the Mystic. So take some type of leadership role here. That's the card that popped out. Polar Bear, Mystic. Know the challenges make you stronger. The faith you have when you're faced with adversity. Time to rest, dream, renew your strength, embrace your psychic abilities, and carry the shaman. You got the Emperor. So again, it's embodying this energy of leadership. Make sure you also find your feminine energy. What's this dragon? Supernatural. An ancient wise sage. I almost said seer. You can shapeshift at will. Mastery is your destiny. Rise with dignity. Knight of Wands. Go for it. This is beautiful. Beautiful energy, guys. Two of Wands, making that decision to step onto a path. You know, you have this creativity, you have an idea, you have an ace, you have a go. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands. It's a lot of chemistry, it's a lot of passion, it's a lot of creativity, it's a lot of flow. Take the lead. I also flow. There's like I feel like I also flow. I feel like there's a lot here that, like, in a channeled message, in a channeled space, flow. Maybe not control. Be more assertive. I don't know if there's something taboo here with mystic and supernatural. What is this Ace of Wands? Right now, let's just leave this as your reading, in whatever sense that might be for you. So let's briefly, what is this Ace of Wands in reference to? What is this Ace of Wands in reference to, please? The Wheel of Fortune, good fortune. It's weird, the Wheel of Fortune, good fortune. The wheel's turning, new cycles. Change a cycle. If you're not being assertive, be assertive. Good luck. Good fortune. Change. Destiny. Fate. Let the wheel spin. Let the wheel turn. What's this Emperor? In reference to Queen of Swords. It could be a masculine towards a feminine. The feminine could be mystic, vice versa. Or this is you, intelligent, witty, smart, taking no bullshit, straight to the point. And liberty and justice for all. Equality. What's this Knight of Wands in reference to? I hope nobody's trying to test anybody on match energy, because those aren't really like the greatest energies to match. You got Ten of Swords, This is taking yourself out of this energy, staying in an energy for too long. If you're portraying the Knight of Wands, cycle's got to break. There's more here than meets the eye. There's a lot of potential because I just saw the Page of Pence that came in yesterday. Find that power that will make you stronger. You're wise. Yeah, be spontaneous. Just go for it. There's something about unique business qualities there. But it is like a challenge too. Like I wouldn't challenge these energies. They both have a lot of self-control and self-discipline. Yeah, see, it's like come together. Come together right now. Over me. Powerful energies together. Don't fight the inevitable. Not really sure. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. This is more like changing a cycle. Like almost like you have this cycle and then all of a sudden like you have this ace and this ace starts and then all of a sudden, you know, pretty quickly it goes to 10 and it's so I don't see self-sabotage here, but like you got to pick up on some cycle here. And you got becoming. So it looks like whatever, let's get one more. It looks like whatever this is, rising above it, working through it, and self-care, right? So stay on top of that as well. But especially if you were in that Ten of Swords energy, you would be shifting into this Knight of Swords. But I feel like this Ten of Swords is linked to a cycle. So step out of that, step into this. Hi, Max. Max is under my feet. I don't know if there's a message. Fur. It almost felt like I was touching fur. Okay, well, that is Max near my foot. The camera just was it's a shitty fucking photo. But I almost felt like I was touching mink. Speaking of animals and fur. So, break a cycle. Don't stay in this Ten of Swords. Something's up and coming. Continue to take care of yourself. One more message for this Knight of Wands. Because I really like the Knight of Wands energy here. It's a nice, all these energies are nice. All right, be receptive. So somebody here might need to be a little more receptive. This doesn't look like, I just keep hearing like potential. Let the wheel turn. Don't put your foot in the wheel if you're putting your foot in the wheel. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of creativity. Be spontaneous. Come together. You're stronger together. You could both be in mental energy right now, which might need to be taken down a notch. But it could be because you go from this wonderful energy of the Knight of Wands and its passion and its flow, it's easygoing, it's back and forth. I don't know really how to explain it. It's nice. The Knight of Wands is a really nice energy, and then straight to the Ten of Swords. You know, so there's a cycle here that needs to be broken, and there's an energy here that needs to be more receptive. Because it could be being projected elsewhere when it's really about your own self-care. I will tell you, these are very, something with business here. These are very two strong energies. So it goes from like the Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, but then it goes to like Queen of Swords, Emperor. So it's not the easiest energy to work with. So if you're trying to work with somebody, it's probably button heads. So I don't know if somebody distanced themselves from you. You distance yourself from somebody. But it's almost like there's an energy here of the Emperor wanting to take the lead. So maybe give something time here for something to click. I think it would have to click for both of you because you went from the Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands to the Emperor to the Queen of Swords. After you came together, or you come together. But you're stronger together. So illusion and breathe. So I don't know, maybe you're afraid you're just going to get hurt or it's just going to end up in the Ten of Swords. I don't know. Cycles need to be broken though. And the best way to kind of ease the ice here would just be, you know, nice, easy flow, talking, letting the wheel turn by itself, being open, not trying to interrupt something, you know, go within. This talks about a lot of just somebody needing to be a little more receptive, like needing to recognize their own cycle. So let's get one of these cards. Hope I'm not late for work today. I don't like feeling rushed. All right. Message from my spirituals. Whoa. That protection really wants to come out. I feel like I'll probably grab one more. Protection. You are divinely protected. The scary door knocker is the center of this card that protects you. Cast away the darkness, bringing good fortune, health to yourself, home, family, friends. Spend time with this card to feel its power. Imagine the force that radiates outwards and expands as it strengthens your intent. You are shielded with this dome, and all negative energy and curses and bad wishes bounce off of you. If a negative vibe approaches, your energy shines bright and powerful quickly and repels it. Embrace and comfort the inner child that was left longing. You are safe in this time and in this space. This is like complete like comfortability. And then like not comfortability, right? Like, I don't know. Looks good though. Elixir of life, mortality. Remember, life is short. The elixir of life card does not offer immortality, but it shows up in a reading to remind you that there are things greater than us. And by adopting this philosophy, you can become part of a whole as it is immortal. We want both simplicity and abundance, and in seeing the pure energy connecting up can be liberating. Our unconditional capacity of love and kindness is immersible and has the ability to remove all fear. Acknowledging the laws of nature that govern the universe places a power of responsibility to create your own sense of meaning. This could be determined in multiple ways. Elixir of life, the insight, the quest. Is it meaningful to you? Meditate on this card if you feel free to look at the bigger picture. Imagine taking a sip of the truth serum and looking within to see what truly makes you happy. So it's like really going after something, but in order to do that, you're needing to break cycles, needing to, you know, work with the energy versus let's see what happens on this end. Let's see what happens on this end. Like nothing's going to happen on any end if there's not reciprocity, if there's not flow, if there's not communication, if you know what I mean. It's just stuff like that. If cycles aren't being broken, like it's almost like the Emperor and the Queen of Swords, like whether this is you or whether this is them coming together or you already came together, whatever the case may be, like these two energies can't work with these two energies because you went from the Ace of Wands to the Knight of Wands straight to the Ten of Swords on somebody's end. Is it because it's taboo energy here? Is it because of, you know, self-worth, self-care, that type of stuff? But it's like being able to do it all at once, but you're not seeing it, they're not seeing it. But this is like a crossroads with the Queen of Swords and the Emperor. Like, whoever jumped into this energy made this a challenge because they're both self-disciplined. But they're both just as strong. You guys are stronger together, but they're both just as strong. So it's like a standstill, but there doesn't need to be a standstill. And if it's on you or on them, like this one's not going to put in the energy if this energy is being projected vice versa. What are you supposed to do with that? How do you work with that energy? You can't work with that energy when you went into something with the Ace of Wands and Knight of Wands. How do you work with that energy? You can't. It's like something just blew up in your face because a cycle needs to be broken here. But this looks good. I'm not going to lie. It just, whoever needs to put a little more work in and be a little more assertive and spontaneous and allowing energy to flow versus getting caught up, you know. And then is, you know, I guess the best advice I can give you is, you know, be a little more open. If you're dealing with somebody vice versa, whether it's you or them, if you're both a little more open to a situation, there's a lot of potential here. It's just being able to be open to it. So every time a thought or some type of negativity, something comes in, like, no, you got two energies here that there might be trust issues, but there's still a lot of trust. So it's 3D problems that can easily be fixed because it looks like you both are definitely vibing on a higher dimension here. So you need to let these 3D problems go away. It's not that simple. You got to work on certain stuff, but it's like work on it together. And if this is solo, you have to get in touch with your masculine and your feminine. Like getting in touch with the light and the dark, right? Finding that balance. But the issue here, again, there's an issue, but not a big issue, right? But like, this is how it starts. Ace of Wands, Knight of Wands, free flowing. Now I'm free falling, right? Liberating, freedom, soaring. And then it's like, bam. Like what? So somebody projected something, probably distanced themselves because you went from an ace to a 10. So hang in there and just be open. So if this is going on and this resonates and somebody else went from the ace to the 10, just be open. This could be your message too. Be more again, assertive, spontaneous, be more open, or vice versa. Get where I'm going? You both need to be open to something. It's like you both were open to something and then all of a sudden, but that's because there was a projected energy. I mean, you went from an ace to a 10 instantly. I mean, you didn't even take the steps. You didn't get to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You went right to distance because of your own personal thoughts. You know, you got to be more receptive here. So there's a cycle that needs to break. So this is probably something, you know, that comes together and then you go right back into an old habit. It was just a one-time thing, not going to happen again. Or I'm just going to get her here, yada, yada. Like instead of being open, you instantly went to the 10. So whether two of you need to break a cycle or one of the other needs, a cycle needs to be broken. And the only way to do that is really just, you know, more self-care, take care of yourself, be open, let things flow. Because things can't flow like this. The energy has already been projected. So however you want to handle this is how it's going to get handled. But no, it looks like there's definitely like a lesson here, whether it's mutual or not. to let this cycle go because it's here. It needs to come together. So this is a lesson. This will come back around. Whether it's tomorrow, whether it's today, whether it's next year. So be open, be respectful, be open, be receptive. I don't even think there's a big deal. I don't even think anything like really needs to be hashed out. It's just be more open. Because you went from open to closed off in a fucking heartbeat. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I love you guys so much. Bye, guys.